sponsored by Genshin Impact.
Hi, my name is Alice, but I'm not from Wonderland. Growing up, I had the picture-perfect family, 2 loving parents, and my baby sister April. We were always together, up to all sorts of crazy stuff. We were the queens of pranking, and there was never a dull moment when we were playing The Floor is Lava.
Ah, I'm gone, Giggles. I'm gonna melt. Save yourself. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Don't worry, I'll save you. Hold on, Jelly Bean. Whoops. Oh, now we're both covered in lava.
I felt like the luckiest kid alive until I noticed my parents arguing often. Whenever they'd fight, I'd try to distract April so we wouldn't have to think about divorce. I was 10. I knew what it meant. Some of my classmates' parents were going through it, and it scared me. But one day, when April and I saw Mom with my math teacher, I knew it was the beginning of the end.
That's gross. Why is Mom with your teacher?
Mom's friends with him. Don't tell Dad about it, okay? But April blew the whistle on Mom. Why would you?
I'm sorry, Alice.
I was so furious with April, and I refused to talk to her for weeks. We were like total strangers living under the same roof. And a few months later, my parents split. April chose to stay with Dad, and I started fresh with Mom in a new city. I thought my life was gonna continue being a total disaster, especially when I dropped all my books after bumping into some girl at the new school.
Hey, let me help you with that. My name's Sandra. You're Alice? Just moved in with your mom nearby, didn't you?
Yeah, how'd you know?
This is a small town. Everyone knows everyone's business.
Sandra was sweet and kind. We spent the rest of the day together, and I knew right then she was my new best friend. And on my 15th birthday, she even made me a handmade birthday card. Happy birthday, sister.
What's wrong?
I told her everything about April and how everything was ruined.
She's an idiot, but don't worry, you got me. I'm your sister now.
How about BFFs?
BFFs it is.
But I still missed April so badly and kept sending her messages, but it seems like she had blocked my number. Whenever I called Dad, she wouldn't talk to me. Sandra noticed I was feeling down and told me to stop thinking about someone who hurt me. To keep me busy, she suggested we play online games together.
There's this new game, Genshin Impact. It's like the coolest role-playing game ever. It's got a gorgeous open world to explore, tons of characters to get to know, and epic battles that are so intense, they'll have you on the edge of your seat. Plus, the graphics are out of this world. It's like you're playing in a real-life anime, and
thanks, but you know, gaming just isn't my thing. Maybe sometime later?
Sure thing. Whenever you want to get into gaming, I'll be there to help you out.
Life was going great. New town, BFF, and totally nailing my studies. But then, out of nowhere, Mom dropped a bomb. Dad was getting married, and we had to attend. I was excited, but also a bit nervous to be seeing April again after years, so I asked Sandra to come with me, and thankfully, her parents said yes. Yay! Once we landed in Chicago, it turned out Dad had rented a whole hotel for the guests. A destination wedding and vacation? How cool! Oh, I'm sorry, but watch where—
Why don't you watch it, Alice? This ain't Wonderland where you keep bumping into people and act all cute.
Who was this girl who knew my name? Oh my god, April! April, you've changed a lot.
Yeah, it's called growing up, but you still seem to be stuck up with— Watch it!
Is this the sister who ruined your picture-perfect family? I can see it now.
Oh, the sidekick. Dad told me you'd be bringing someone. Honestly, I thought it'd be a boyfriend, but seriously?
That was not how I wanted to meet my sister after 5 years. I tried talking to April the entire evening, but she ignored me, and Sandra was just everywhere. Later that night, I knocked on April's door and hugged her tight.
Excuse me, back off.
And don't pretend like everything's okay. April, I'm so sorry. I realize now what I said was wrong. It was never your fault.
Well, too late. I'm in the middle of playing Genshin Impact, so please, just get out and don't try and talk to me.
I told you not to. Cut it out, Sandra. She's my sister. I need to sort things out. Please, stay out of it. The next day, I realized how I had yelled at Sandra for no reason and went to apologize to her. She hugged me instantly. I wished April could find it in her heart to forgive me one day too, but throughout the wedding festivities, April continued giving me the cold shoulder. I knew I totally deserved it. I wanted to fix everything, but how?
Oh, wait! I'm in the middle of my awesome game.
What game was that? Oh yeah, Genshin Impact, the game Sandra was always talking about. Maybe if April noticed me playing it, she'd talk to me? I instantly downloaded the game, but little did I know that by playing Genshin Impact, my life was gonna take a magical turn, and nothing would ever be the same. Wow, this feels like stepping into a dream. The breathtaking world, the mesmerizing soundtrack, the unique elemental combat system, it's a sensory overload in the best way possible. Since I had never played video games before, I knew I had to learn how to play. I had to give it my all if I wanted to bond with April again, so I ran into Sandra's room and pulled her out of bed. It's 2 a.m. What do you want? I want to be a gamer. Now. Why the sudden interest in gaming? I wanna get into gaming because you love it so much. Aw, Alice, you're the best. We'll have so much fun together. It's easy. Sandra was kind of wrong. It was easy, just not for me. It took me some time, but eventually I got the hang of it. Sandra had been playing the game for a long time. She taught me everything about it, and so began my journey. I visited Mondstadt first as part of the main quest. Then I cleared 1,000 wind temples around the city. Completing the main quest gave me a lot of XP. The more I got, the faster I leveled up, and the faster I could reach AR-16 and play with other players. Soon I was fighting bosses, opening chests, solving puzzles, and then after hours and hours of playing the game, finally, I reached the famous Adventure Rank 16. That unlocked the co-op mode in the game. Whoa, I was one step closer to finding April, but it wasn't as simple as I thought it would be. The game has like 1.5 million players daily. I visited many player worlds, and yet I couldn't find her. Finding April was like searching for a needle in a haystack. One day, Sandra invited me to play a co-op session in her world. There, I saw something amazing. A player with the name Jellybean042007. I knew right away it was April. I used to call her Jellybean, and 042007 was basically my sister's birth month and year, April 2007. Bingo! Sandra, who is this player? Jellybeans? Isn't that a little funny? You're one to talk, Giggles. And Jellybean, she's a brilliant player. It's like we read each other's minds when we play as a team. Looks like Sandra does like April. I soon began playing with April, and boy, was she tough. She was a no-nonsense player and cleared domains like she was born to do it. And any player who showed weakness was kicked out, and she was the host of most of the co-op worlds we played. So I had to bring in my A game. One time, we were playing the City of Gold, and it looked like we were going to lose, but I saved the day by defeating Winged Cryo Shroom. Well done. I didn't know you had it in you. Wow, thanks. It's a huge compliment coming from you. I'm making you a regular in my co-op. See you next time. Wow, I felt like I was in heaven when April showed me some appreciation. I was still trying to talk to her in person, but she acted like I didn't exist. It was like I was a ghost she couldn't see, but at least I got to talk to her about the game. She thought I was some random guy. It was cool that she was opening up to me. Once we returned home, I got back to playing Genshin Impact, and April and I connected even more. She would chat with me throughout the game and told me things about herself that I never knew. I actually love reptiles. I know that sounds creepy, but I want to have a snake as a pet or an iguana. Giggles, I didn't do well on one of my projects, and I don't know how to tell my parents. I'm sure they'll understand. Just tell them and apologize, and promise to do better next time. I hope it works. I'm trusting you. We should meet someday. I don't know. Yeah, maybe someday. Although it was just basic things about her, it still meant the world to me that she would tell me all of this, and I would share small bits and pieces of my life as well, without her knowing it was me the entire time. Sandra was happy that I was getting along with Jellybean and getting better at playing the game. Things were going great, until one day, our co-op team had to play the Hidden Palace of Zoo Formula. It was a tough one, and April told me how she'd attempted it multiple times, but failed. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Don't worry. I'll save you, Jellybean. You remind me of someone. Never mind. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's do this, team. We were about to play the game on Saturday night, and before that, I made sure to practice hard. I learned all about shortcuts and how to navigate each adventure. I learned how to use the different rewards, like artifacts, character talent materials, weapon ascension materials, and more. After a lot of practice, finally, I felt like I was more than ready for the challenge. Sandra, April, and I made an amazing team of Hydro, Pyro, and Geo. As we entered the world, first, we had to find the 4 flame torches. Since I was the Pyro in the team, I got to do that while Sandra and April covered me. Once I was done lighting the 3 torches, I started looking for the 4th one. Honestly, we were all playing like our lives depended on it, but it seemed like we weren't gonna make it through. Finally, I found the 4th torch, northeast of the camp, but the moment I lit it, a pro abyss mage appeared. I thought I was gonna be done for, but thank God, Sandra used her hydro skills and finished it. Next, we all traveled to the Geo Monument, and there, April used her Geo skill on the unsealed shrine, which finally opened the Hidden Palace of Zoo Formula. In the end, we won and got tons of awesome artifacts. OMG, I'm so happy for April. I'm so happy for her too. Wait, what? That's April? Is this why you wanted to learn the game? I thought it was to bond better with me. Looks like I was wrong and just being used. Sandra, come on. You're my best friend and nothing will ever change that, but I have to get on good terms with April. She is my baby sister after all, and I miss her. After a while of pin-drop silence, Sandra finally spoke. I understand, and I'm sorry for how I behaved, but aren't you gonna tell her it's you? I'm scared of how she'll react. She's already been asking to meet me, but I've been making up excuses so far. Oh wait, she's texting me and asking me to meet her. What should I do? What if she's angry? Okay, breathe, Alice. Just agree to meet her and rip the Band-Aid off. I'll be there with you for the whole thing. It was easier said than done. I needed some time to think about it, and after months, I felt I was ready to finally meet April and took Sandra with me. I was shaking like a leaf the entire way to the park we decided to meet at. I was bracing myself for April's anger and dagger-like words, but what happened when we met shocked me. She's hugging me. Wait, you're not angry? I thought you would.
At first, I had doubts. But come on, giggles. Then I thought, why would Alice go through so much trouble for me? And you became just an in-game friend. But then you said something when we were playing the Hidden Palace of Jus formula that confirmed it was you. I was angry, but you put so much effort to learn the game just to bond with me. I just couldn't stay mad at you. I'm so sorry for blaming you for everything. It wasn't your fault. I hope you can forgive me. I do. I forgive you. I missed you so much, Alice. This was one of the happiest days of my life. I finally had my sister back. Hi, Jelly Beans. It's me, Shaquille Oatmeal, or you can call me Sandra. That was you? I can't believe it. I'm a huge fan. OMG, I'm your fan. I'm like your biggest fan ever. So, sister, are you ready to play by my side in the new version 3.6 update of Genshin Impact? A parade of Providence. Are you girls ready to explore Teyvat, the world of breathtaking landscapes, thrilling challenges, and unique cultures? With the 4 regions of Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, and Sumeru now open, we can climb, swim, and glide our way through the adventure. Not only that, but we can also try our hand at farming and fishing with the new features that have been added. Is this new version out yet? I read that we've got 7 powers to discover in Teyvat, each with its own element, an awesome Archon. We can control Cryo, Dendro, Pyro, Hydro, Anemo, Electro, and Geo. And if we mix these elements strategically, we can do serious damage in battle. We'll find each Archon in their own region and city. Not only that, 2 new characters are making their debut. Baizhu, who's both adept at causing dendro damage and healing fellow party members. April, the guy loves reptiles like you, and has a pet snake called Changsheng. And Kava, who specializes in interacting with the bloom reaction, as he's able to boost the damage of exploding dendro cores. How cool is that? Game on. See you in Teyvat, girls. And that's how Genshin Impact changed my life. I reunited with my sister because of this game. It's been so incredible to have my best friend and my sister by my side again. We've been able to play together, help each other out, and take on new challenges. What are you waiting for? Step into the vast, magical world of adventure in Genshin Impact and unleash your inner hero. I was peacefully dozing off on a plane to China when suddenly someone yanked my hair and chomped on my ear like it was a snack. I whipped around to find a naughty-looking boy. Ow! Seriously? Keep your teeth to yourself, kid! He then burst into tears and his mom turned to me.
你竟敢对他大喊大叫，他还是个孩子。
I wish I understood Chinese, but her dramatic glare made it clear I was the villain here. I tried to dive back into dreamland, but the woman next to me had other plans. She woke up and started chewing her gum like a goat who hadn't eaten for 300 years. It was so loud that people from 30,000 feet below could hear it. Excuse me, could you tone that down, please? Tone down the what? Oh, great. Her voice was even more annoying. I shrugged it off and reached for my trusty earphones instead. But before I could enjoy some music, the guy on my right suddenly smacked my shoulder. What is wrong with this flight? Everyone was driving me nuts. Left, right, front, and back. The culprit was so engrossed in some stupid adventure game on his phone. Hey, quick question. Do I look like a punching bag to you?
A little bit.
You can't play your stupid game without attacking a real person, you know.
Chill, girl. It's called reflexes. Maybe if you had better ones, you wouldn't get hit.
The audacity of this guy! I couldn't help but think, why do these online gamers waste their time in a virtual world when there's a beautiful one right outside the window? Real life is 1,000 times better. Or so I thought. Hi, my name is Alira, and I'm an assistant
aspiring photographer who loves traveling around the globe and capturing the most beautiful scenes and moments. I had always enjoyed doing it alone, but things took a wild turn when a weird and mysterious guy started tagging along and changed my life forever. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. After dealing with all those annoying passengers, I eventually fell asleep after listening to music while letting my imagination run wild. Soon enough, the plane finally landed, and I headed straight to my beautiful hotel. I took a short beauty sleep while waiting for nighttime to roll around, and when it finally came, I excitedly jumped out of my bed, took my camera, and immediately rushed outside. Stunning views, beautiful people, inviting lights, glowing lanterns, and the sweet traditional vibes of China. This is the dream. Walking along the streets, I stumbled upon a guy sleeping on a bench. Judging from all the stuff around him, he must be homeless. Poor thing. I found myself clicking pictures of him, my camera perfectly capturing his struggles and hardship from every detail of his form. Just then, a green owl suddenly appeared from behind the bench, perched on the sleeping guy as if he owned him, and scowled at me. Relax, little buddy. He's all yours. To my surprise, the guy woke up and scowled at me too.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
His eyes then lowered to my camera.
Were you taking pictures of me while I was sleeping?
Duh, I was taking pictures of the street, but you were blocking my view. It's not my fault you were sleeping there.
That's a terrible excuse for disrespecting my private space.
The private space? That's rich coming from you, who is sleeping on public property.
Delete my pictures, or I'm gonna delete it myself.
Don't you dare touch my camera! Do you have any idea what it takes to capture a beautiful moment or view? The countless hours, the right timing, the quest for the perfect angle. I pour my heart and soul into every shot. Those aren't just pictures. It's a piece of me, a piece of my struggle, my passion, my life. So please, don't take that away from me. I trailed off when I realized that he was now holding my camera and swiping through the shots. But how? So you're not only homeless, you're also a snatcher. Give it back, you jerk. I lunged at him to retrieve my camera, but he suddenly vanished. I spun around, and he was still swiping. This guy, I swear to God.
In all fairness, you have quite a remarkable talent for capturing beautiful images.
What do you think of me now? Just some lousy, try-hard photographer? I snatched the camera back, and this time, he didn't resist. He practically handed it over. I immediately checked my gallery and realized he hadn't deleted anything.
Relax. I usually don't meddle with other people's business. Unlike you.
I tried glaring at him, but I felt like I ended up pouting, which made him smirk. Oh, well, at least I finally bumped into someone who speaks English. I'm so tired of racking my brains and using weird hand gestures to understand what the locals are saying. He ignored me and started picking up his things as if preparing to leave. So, where are you from?
Not from around here.
I see. Where are you going?
I don't know. Maybe under the bridge, at the back of the junkyard? Just anywhere with a roof where I can recharge my energy, so I can continue my pursuit of answers to my questions.
Just then, a sudden rumble of thunder echoed through the streets. I think you should speed your pursuit up, because the rain is about to pour, buddy.
I don't mind the rain. It helps me think better.
But your owl doesn't. He stopped in his tracks when he realized that I was right. You know what? Why don't you just come with me to my hotel? I'll get you a room. It's just nearby.
I appreciate your hospitality, but I don't need your pity.
Oh, look. Mr. Grumpy Bench Guy is being such a drama queen.
Fine. But the moment the rain stops, we're out.
Another thunder rumbled as we started walking away. When we reached my hotel, the receptionist immediately greeted me with a question.
给你朋友另一个房间。
As I scrambled for my translation book, Hatham suddenly swooped in.
Shida, Ching.
Did you just speak Chinese?
I speak multiple languages. I have a constant hunger for endless knowledge.
So, you're a polyglot. So cool. That's literally my dream. But learning another language is so difficult for me. What's your secret?
Oh, I use this splendid application on my phone, Duolingo.
Oh, I have heard about it, but I never tried it.
It has a fun and engaging approach to learning a language. It's like casually playing a game, which is a pretty good motivation for the learning process.
Okay, that sold me. I immediately downloaded the app and was greeted by a cute green owl named Duo, who looked very familiar. I turned to his pet, who was sitting on his shoulder. Whoa, Duo looks exactly like your owl.
They have the same name too. Just a little warning. Duo's nice and helpful, but he can be a little persistent sometimes. But it's also for your own good.
Well, he seems to be a cute little guide. I went straight to my first lesson, and I was already liking it. Shui means water. Shui? Gosh, I am so thirsty. I need some shui. Okay, got it. Okay, so this is my room, and yours will be that one. I was talking to him, but he seemed preoccupied with something over my shoulder. I turned around and realized that he was looking at my collection of postcards on the wall. To my surprise, he suddenly barged inside.
Where did you get these photographs?
Those are the places that I captured with my precious camera, and these right here are my goal destinations. They're beautiful, aren't they? He looked so ecstatic as he gawked at one of the pictures like it was the most delicious meal he had ever seen.
Where is this place?
That's my next destination, the Tianzi Mountain. It's one of the reasons why I visited this country.
Take me with you.
Consider yourself lucky, my friend, because I'm going there tomorrow. I always preferred traveling alone, but maybe it was time for me to try it with a travel buddy this time, at least for a day, and just for fun. The next day, we traveled to the mountains, and when we got there, Haytham's calm demeanor instantly changed to ecstatic.
The stone forest.
An image of a familiar place seemed to have flashed right before his eyes. The stone, what now? He ignored me and started navigating the place, running around like he owned it. Dude, wait up! We rode a cable car, crossed a river, and jumped from one stone to another, and after an hour, I felt like collapsing. Slow down, Spider-Man. I'm not a marathon runner with endless stamina, you know. Jeez. When I finally caught up, I found him standing in front of a mysterious and ancient-looking monument. He fiddled with a rock against it, but nothing happened, and he looked super frustrated. Hello? I would really appreciate it if you would tell me what's going on. What is that thing, and what are you trying to do with it?
This is a totem, and I need an electro-element to activate it.
What do you mean, electro-element?
Electro-element. Something, anything that produces lightning.
Oh, you mean electricity?
Huh?
Lucky for you, I've got something here.
What is that?
You don't know what a taser is? It's my go-to for self-defense. Zaps people with electricity or whatever you call it.
Interesting.
He immediately took it from me and tried it on the totem. After a few sparks, it suddenly got triggered and a glowing symbol appeared on top of it. Holy cheeky bananas! Is that a hologram or something? He found 2 more totems, and after doing the same thing to each of them, a strong streak of light came from above, forming a pillar. What in the world is happening? Is this some kind of secret experiment from the government? And what's your deal with all of this?
I've been traveling from place to place looking for these runes. Since I'm not from around here, I don't know where to go. I need to activate these beacons in 6 places scattered around the world. With your knowledge and resources, things are going to get easier for me now.
But for what? Why are you doing all of this out-of-this-world stuff?
We need to go.
Dude, you didn't answer my question.
Sometimes, the journey to find answers is more important than the answers themselves.
Whatever you say, Plato. After activating the first beacon, we embarked on a thrilling and action-packed adventure of a lifetime. After Tianzi Mountain, we rushed straight to Huanglong River, which Haytham kept calling Luhua Pool Liu. There, we had to light up some fire totems. There were 5 of them, but according to him, only 3 needed to be activated. Of course, those 3 we needed were surrounded by water. Great, right? Haytham was all business, using his fancy tricks to get those waterlogged totems blazing, while I just snapped pictures of these outrageous moments. Our next stop was the breathtaking Matterhorn in Switzerland, aka Dragonspine, according to my travel buddy, where we faced a puzzle with circular platforms and wall signs. The place was so cold that I had to huddle by fire torches just to keep myself from turning into a popsicle. I let Mr. Mysterious Smarty Pants solve the puzzle by himself, while I continued my Duolingo sessions. You know I can't miss those streaks. With each beacon we activated, I felt a mixture of excitement and curiosity. What was this leading to? And why did it feel like the world had turned into one big adventurous playground? During our flight to our next destination, I found myself fully immersed in my new favorite app, Zinchao Tentoila Elira.
You could take a break sometimes, you know?
I need to learn the basics, at least for now, and I like how Duo keeps reminding me with his cute little expressions. When we finally reached Vietnam, I decided to try out what I learned by asking the locals about the directions. Xin lỗi, bang có thể trong tôi đoán. The woman stared at me as if she was solving the most difficult math puzzle. Có thể...
Xin lỗi, nông ngàn quân đích chỗ, chúng tôi viết đông viết vinh, hà lông đục trong.
Được chứ, bạn chỉ cần đi thẳng, rồi đi qua cái cây khổng lồ kia. Sau đó rẽ phải và đi bộ khoảng 200 mét sẽ thấy một khoảng đất trống.
Okay, I guess it was too early for me to attempt a conversation. After learning the direction, Hatham continued walking towards the bay. Ugh, why is this guy so good at everything?
You still have a long way to go, Elira.
I literally just started. Just wait and see. I'll be leading the leaderboard with an unbeatable streak in no time.
I commend your determination. Keep it up.
Soon enough, we were greeted by the beautiful emerald waters and towering limestone islands of Ha Long Bay, or as Hatham called it, the Golden Apple Archipelago. While I was snapping pictures left and right, Hatham got to work immediately. He solved a music rock puzzle thing, and after activating the place, we toured around the city and enjoyed their local food. I even tried conversing with the locals with the help of my brilliant travel buddy. It got me even more determined to learn more. So during our flight to Scotland, I got really busy with leveling up and earning rewards. I never knew that learning could be this fun.
Learning could also be done in silence.
Sorry. And soon, we finally reached our next destination, the Isle of Skye in Scotland, or as Hatham called it, the Star Snatch Cliff, Mondstadt. After walking around, we came across a green fan-like object. I watched in amazement as he applied some wind pressure to activate it, unleashing a powerful upward current. Whoa, that's so dope! So, what's next?
Time to fly.
After taking a large cloth from his bag and holding onto it, he wrapped his arm around me, and we gracefully floated in the magical breeze. I never thought I would experience flying like this, not even in my wildest dreams. If this is a dream, I hope I can keep enjoying it and not wake up too soon.
Our imaginations know no bounds, Elira. They possess the extraordinary ability to unlock infinite possibilities.
We then found 2 more fans along the way before we finally activated the totem at the top of the cliff and summoned the pillar. I stood there for a while and looked ahead at the seemingly endless horizon, thinking about how Hatham sees this beautiful world in his own vision. Finally, we were down to the last one, Deshra Desert Sumeru, or as we call it, the Great Pyramids of Egypt, my favorite. Hatham looked so nervous and excited while I was taking some pictures of the legendary structures. After hours of touring around, I followed him as we headed to the group of old, weathered columns. So, how do we solve this one?
We need to hit the larger columns until you match them with a corresponding symbol on the smaller columns beside them. Match all 3 big ones to the smaller ones to summon the last pillar.
Aye aye, Captain. I grabbed a tree branch lying nearby and used it to help him hit the columns until we finally summoned the last pillar.
All the pillars scattered across the world that we activated should be glowing now too.
I dropped my jaw in amazement when their fusion created a swirling, glowing vortex or something. Is that a freaking portal?
Yes, it's a portal back to my world, Elira.
To your world? So there's indeed another world out there? Before he could answer me, the earth beneath us mildly shook, and a horrifying creature suddenly appeared right in front of us. Holy crunchy potatoes! Is that a transformer? Did Hatham summon that machine from their world? What if he was actually a bad guy who was set to ruin our world? Oh my gosh, what have I done? I wasn't ready to say goodbye to our beautiful Earth just yet. I have yet to discover the other wonders of... My paranoid voice trailed off when I realized that Hatham was gone. Just then, I felt a strong, glowing presence behind me. I slowly turned around and saw him and Duo transforming into something with dust particles and glowing green projections dancing around them. Everything then cleared away, revealing a strikingly handsome video game character and his adorable sidekick. Hatham, is that you?
This is my true form, Elira. And my real name is Zal Hatham, a scholar from Sumeru, and our academia scribe. That machine in front of you is a primal construct, only found around the desert area of Sumeru. This machine enemy is often found guarding the temples and ruins, and I need to defeat it.
So it's like the final boss in the game, and you're the brave hero. I suddenly felt bad for suspecting him as a bad guy. As the primal construct started charging toward them, 3 ethereal green mirrors popped in and hovered around Hatham, radiating a brilliant emerald light that almost blinded me. He then started fighting the monster, moving with grace and precision, consistently blending freestyle moves and rotational attacks with his sword and abilities. Watching them fight was mesmerizing, as if I had been transported into an epic video game. He unleashed a barrage of reflective attacks, boomerangs slicing through the air, slashes carving through steel. Each hit dealt a lot of serious physical damage. Soon enough, the terrifying machine was finally defeated. Dude, you were so cool! How did you do that?
I don't need to fight. I only need to think. Everything else is connected. All I have to do is find the weakest link, deal with the causal factors, and everything else tends to resolve itself.
Okay. Enough with your deep philosophical words, dude, and maybe start explaining everything to me properly. You know, I've been following you around like a dumb little kitten and catching up with your stamina.
As a gratitude for helping me, you deserve to know the truth. My friend Kave and I were trying to open a domain, but something went wrong. It started malfunctioning. The rule is to hit these columns using a physical attack and never use any elemental attack. Kave didn't know this, so he used his elemental skill because he thought it was more efficient. It made a different reaction to the process, and instead of opening a domain, it opened a portal that connected to the human world. And before I knew it, it started sucking my friend. I tried to save him, but I was the one who got pulled inside instead. I got teleported here, which was a very different place, and I have been finding my way back for quite a long time. Thanks to my friend Duo here, who also got accidentally teleported for some reason. He's been my companion since the day I got here, and he's the one who has been helping me learn the different languages of humans.
Now that makes sense. And no sense at the same time. I swear, I'm stuck in a fantasy adventure novel. Anyway, I'm glad that you finally made it.
I appreciate all your help in this journey of mine, Alira. As much as I wanted to discover more about your interesting world, I need to return. Tevat needs me.
Oh, well, traveling won't be the same anymore without you. I'm gonna miss you a little bit, I guess.
Just play Genshin Impact, and I'm sure you will enjoy the magical beauty of our world, Tevat. We have 7 nations brimming with natural wonders that you would love to capture. You'll meet a diverse set of people with unique personalities and abilities like me. And together, we will fight exciting enemies. We'll share every adventure in this enchanting realm.
I felt a lump in my throat as he extended his hand, but knowing that I would be seeing him again, I shook it with a smile.
See you around, Alira.
I watched them as they entered the portal, returning to their world. Come here, boy. Bam, bam. Eat that, monkey butt. All right, Ethan, time for some snacks. Ever since I started appreciating video games, I became the annoying passenger this time. These games opened my eyes to the existence of extraordinary places that remain hidden from our physical world, places that only exist in our minds, yet they possess the power to transport us on thrilling adventures. They hold captivating magic and beauty, offering a gateway to fictional worlds. Now, I embrace the opportunity to immerse myself in both realities, and because of it, I have never felt alone again. I was so into the game that I jerked when an incoming announcement sound chimed in.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We will begin our final descent to Paris shortly.
And now, it's time to explore the famous beauty of Paris. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Wait, is it allez-vous? Allez-vous? Bonjour, comment allez-vous? The crowd erupted as I struck the final chord, and I looked up as the fireworks lit up the sky. They danced across the night, vibrant and full of promise. Yet, they also carried with them the shadows of a nightmare I couldn't escape. As we finished our song, Zane, the main vocalist, immediately approached me backstage.
You are absolutely on fire tonight, Raven! Why don't you join us? For real. The band needs you, you know. And so do I.
Tempting. But if I do, my grandma will kill me. I'm only filling in because your guitarist got sick. Zane was a popular senior at school, and he'd been flirting with me for the past few months, but I just wasn't in the mood to date anyone yet.
I'll keep asking then. Maybe I'll survive your grandma's wrath.
I laughed, but the thought of Grandma's face if she found out I was in a rock band? Yikes. Grandma was a billionaire socialite who adopted me and raised me alone after I got separated from my parents when I was just a kid due to an accident. She was overprotective, but always busy. She gave me everything I needed, but I still felt empty whenever I thought about my parents, and how fireworks were my last memory of them. Whenever I saw kids my age with their families, I couldn't help but feel jealous. Being Grandma's heir came with great responsibility, so I had to study hard to manage her empire one day. My routine usually involved going to the school library after classes, but everything changed when the resident librarian decided to take her vacation. Miss Mavi was just her temporary replacement, yet she made my dull life 1,000 times more interesting for the past few weeks. Instead of studying, I always ended up observing her. She wore a beanie indoors 24/7, and I was dying of curiosity about what she was hiding under there. Snakes? A bird's nest? A really bad haircut? Or, plot twist, what if she was actually bald? Aside from being a little clumsy, she was also silent most of the time, almost like a shadow. Anytime I asked for help finding a book, she'd guide me to it without saying a single word. One day, I dropped my books, and a bunch of my origami animals spilled out. I was about to bend down when someone suddenly started picking them up for me. It was her, and she was holding the dove one.
You did this?
Yeah? Oh, so she can actually speak.
Where do you learn these?
I learned it from YouTube. I find it fun, and they actually make good bookmarks, you know? Why? She just gave me a soft look that sent my curiosity through the roof, then walked away before I could say more. What was that all about? Later that night, I had to swing by school because I forgot some notes. It was late, the gates were locked, and the place looked deserted, except for a mysterious motorcycle parked outside. Before long, a familiar figure emerged and hopped onto the bike. That unmistakable beanie gave her away instantly. There was no doubt who it was. But this time, she was rocking a sleek black leather jacket. Whoa, a mysterious librarian by day, a badass biker by night? Interesting. I decided to follow her at a distance, and we ended up in a vacant lot where a group of thugs was bullying a guy. I parked my car nearby and hid behind a tree. Suddenly, Miss Mavi whipped off her beanie, finally exposing her hair, and my jaw nearly hit the ground at the blazing sight. I rubbed my eyes to confirm what I was seeing, but her hair indeed looked like a dancing flame.
What's up, bros? Having fun terrorizing a helpless bystander, or are we just compensating for something?
Who are you supposed to be, sweetheart? The fire department?
Well, I'm just here to warm things up.
Just then, her hair erupted into full blazing flames, crackling like wildfire as she fired up her bike. The engine roared, and in a flash, she took off, moving so fast it was like a fiery show. She zoomed around the gang in a blur of heat and light. Before they could even react, she circled them with lightning-fast moves, trapping them like prey in a ring of fire. What kind of sorcery is this? Am I dreaming? The thugs charged at her, but she flipped off the bike, flames dancing around her hair. One wave of her hand, and they scrambled back and fled like scared rabbits. I ran back to my car as she reassured the victim, and soon I just found myself tailing her through the city. For the next few hours, I watched her in action, saving people and solving crimes like an actual superhero. I barely slept that night, replaying the flaming hair in my mind. First thing the next morning, I went straight to the library to get the truth out of her. I saw you last night. The motorcycle, the fire in your hair, those powers. You saved those people.
Sounds like you had quite a dream. You sure you didn't doze off while studying?
I'm not crazy. I know what I saw. She just shrugged and continued doing her business quietly. Ugh, she was driving me crazy. That night, I staked out again. And sure enough, there she was, riding that flaming motorcycle, hair blazing, acting like a neighborhood guardian again. I finally cornered her in the far aisle of the library the next day. Stop it. Quit pretending you're normal. I know you're some kind of superhero. Who are you? She put the book she was holding aside and then looked at me with a seriousness I'd never seen before.
You're such a stubborn little girl, aren't you?
She was about to press her fingers against my forehead, but stopped and sighed.
All right, if you want answers, meet me at the abandoned pier on Saturday at sunset.
Oh, I'll be there for sure. The weekend rolled around, and when I arrived at our meeting place, she was already waiting for me while leaning against her motorcycle, her fiery hair shimmering in the sunset.
Hey there, how are you feeling?
I'm good. Obviously too excited for whatever bedtime stories you've got.
Lucky for you, I'm actually quite fond of telling stories. For starters, my real name's Mavwika, and I'm not exactly from around here.
Wait, are we talking outer space? You're an alien?
I'm a pyro-archon, and the world I'm from is Tevat, specifically Natlan. And I'm here to fulfill my duty as a leader and protect my people, wherever they are.
I was probably just stuck in a long, vivid dream, because there was no way this could be real. But honestly, I didn't care. I was loving every second of this. So, what are you doing posing as a librarian at our school?
Hey, the best place to stay on the down low is behind a desk full of books. Nobody suspects the quiet and clumsy librarian, right? Easier to keep an eye on things, sniff out danger, and mask the fireworks up here.
I was surprised at how talkative she actually was. So, your hair, it's on fire but not burning anything. How does that work?
Don't worry, these are friendly flames. They won't burn you or incinerate anything. Although I think my enemies will find that it's a bad idea to play with fire. Anyway, weather like this is perfect for enjoying the outdoors. Let's go for a spin. Here, hop on.
I hesitated at first, but deep inside, I had always yearned for some adventures. So I did, and we tore through the city at speeds that made my stomach flip. You're overspeeding!
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Before I knew it, the cops were tailing us. Sirens blared, but Mavwika expertly weaved through traffic, leaving them behind.
See you later, officers.
With a flick of her wrist, the bike darted through narrow alleyways, dodging traffic and even slipping past a semi-truck like it was nothing. Then, the wheels started glowing fiery orange. Before I knew it, we shot off the ground, soaring above the city. My jaw dropped as rooftops shrank beneath us. Holy mother of smokes! Are we flying?
Gliding. But flying sounds better, doesn't it?
We landed with a burst of sparks, but Mavwika wasn't stopping. She steered toward the mountains without hesitation. Wait! There's no road!
Oh, girl, who needs roads anyway? Rev the engines!
With a fiery leap, we launched off a rocky incline and soared through the sky like a blazing comet, hopping from one mountain peak to the next. You're insane!
Told you it'd be fun.
Terrifying, but yeah, maybe a little fun. The next few days were a blur of adventures. By day, Mavwika and I bonded in the library over books and her endless stories about her homeland and her late sister, Hine, who also loved creating origami, just like I did. By night and over the weekends, she'd drag me along as she did her superhero duties.
Light of the blazing sun! Wrath from the skies! Pyroclastic surge!
One day, I took her to the mall for a change, and she looked fascinated.
What kind of magical refrigeration chamber is this? We don't have this in Natlan.
This is called a mall, and the extra cold you're feeling,
is because of the air conditioning.
Interesting. I can't believe people wander around here for hours, like they're on a quest, but with no real treasure.
The treasure is buy one, get one free, actually. I couldn't help but laugh along at her reactions. After cooling off, we headed back out to patrol the city. But later that night, our fun took a serious turn when we encountered a building engulfed in flames. Fire trucks were there, but the fire was raging out of control.
My mom and dad, they're still in there. Please save them.
The sight of the little girl desperately crying made something twist inside me. I remembered being little, lost, terrified. Please, you have to save them. She's just a kid. She can't lose her family.
I promise, she won't lose them.
Mavwika walked straight into the burning building and redirected the flames with what she called her pyro elemental power, creating fiery pathways to rescue those stuck inside. She even blasted through debris with her flame attacks, and everyone just couldn't believe what they were seeing. Within minutes, she emerged from the smoke, carrying the girls' coughing parents. The firefighters rushed to help, and I wanted to cry with relief. The little girl threw her arms around them, and they hugged tight. Before the police and media could finally corner the fiery superhero in town, Mavwika whisked me away and brought me to an abandoned park.
What happened back there must have stirred something inside you. It's okay, you can tell me. I'm here to listen.
I was 3. I don't remember much. Just being on a yacht with my parents. They were celebrating something. There were beautiful fireworks, and I was so happy. But then, the waves got rough. The boat rocked. My mom screamed, and my dad held me tight. Then, we went under. Everything went dark. I woke up on a shore. My grandma found me and took me in, raising me like her own. She tried everything to find them. Hired search teams, investigators, but nothing. No trace of them. Everyone told me they were gone, but I don't believe it. I can't. I feel it in my heart. They're still out there somewhere.
That feeling, it's powerful. Hold on to it, but don't let it hold you back either. Your story isn't over yet. Maybe the light is leading you somewhere you're meant to go.
Just then, a burst of fireworks from the horizon distracted us. It was coming from the nearby harbor.
In my world, it's nearly lantern right. People from Liu celebrate with lights, fireworks, music. It honors wishes and memories of everyone in Tiavat.
That sounds awesome. I wish I could experience that right now.
You can. We can bring a bit of that celebration here.
How? To answer my question, she led me to the harbor and told me to close my eyes.
Don't open them until I say so.
Okay. Just then, everything just sounded so loud and busy.
Now open your eyes.
I turned to see some strangers who looked like video game characters, just like her. You made all of this happen? Everything just seemed possible with Mavwika. Soon enough, people from the city, curious about our impromptu festival, drifted in to join us. The next moment, the electrifying sound of rock music filled the air.
Let your flame burn brighter. Can't you see it's now or never? This is our moment, now is our time. So follow me to the finish line.
There, when she extended her hand toward me, her fiery hair glowing like an invitation I couldn't resist. Before I knew it, I was on stage, shredding my electric guitar like a true rock star, completely swept up in the moment. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I spotted Grandma in the crowd. My heart stopped for a second. I was sure I was in trouble, but when she smiled with pride, my chest swelled with joy. When the performance ended, Mavwika led me to the water, where countless floating lanterns shimmered like stars on the surface, and handed me one.
Make a wish. Lantern Rite is about sending hope into the sky. Believe, and maybe it'll come true.
I wish to finally see my parents. I let go of the lantern, watching it drift up with 100 others. Out of nowhere, I saw 2 silhouettes in the distance. My breath caught as they stepped closer, and my heart raced. Mom? Dad? I ran to them, tears streaming down my face, and they pulled me into their arms. For the first time in forever, I felt whole. I've missed you two so much. I love you. Mavwika walked over quietly. Behind her, a glowing portal shimmered like a magical doorway. What's happening? You're leaving?
Natlan needs me. It's time for me to go back. My people need me to light their way forward.
I felt a lump in my throat. Thank you for everything. You made my wish come true.
It's been an honor and truly my pleasure.
I will miss you, you know. She then took my phone and with a quick tap, installed a game called Genshin Impact.
Rev the engines!
Play this whenever you miss me. My spirit is there. My flame, my hope, and maybe someday you'll come to Teyvat yourself, and we'll stay in my place, the beautiful Natlan.
Her words made me teary-eyed all over again, so I hugged her tight.
Remember, the sunset always comes after the darkest hour. Keep the flame alive. Never lose hope.
Wait, just a little souvenir from me. You know, you might need another bookmark.
Oh, trust me, I will. Thank you, Raven. I'll see you again next time.
As she finally disappeared into the portal, fireworks sparked across the sky. And for the first time, those sparks felt like home, like my lost puzzle piece finally sliding into place. Embark on an epic adventure in Genshin Impact with the latest update. Unlock new characters like the Pyro Archon, Mavwika, Mystical Sitlali, and the skilled Lan Yan. Plus, if you log in during the Lantern Rite Festival, you can get 20 free pulls, a free 4-star character, and essential upgrade materials. Download now using the code in the description to power up your adventures. You won't want to miss this epic update.
The sound of swords clashing gave me chills. Sparks were flying, literally, and my heart was racing with every swing. The fencers moved like ninjas. Every hit was sharp, and every dodge was smooth. Oh, how I wish I could move like that. Unfortunately, I was built different. I'd been trying to pass the fencing team tryouts for a while now, but my coordination had other plans. I would just trip over air and smack my face with my practice sword. After the match, I suddenly remembered that I dropped my ID earlier near the backlot. Completely distracted, I headed there while replaying every flawless fencing move in my head. Suddenly, I tripped over a loose panel, stumbled forward like an idiot, and fell straight into an open excavation pit. I looked around frantically and checked my pockets for my phone, but I couldn't feel it. No, I must have dropped it earlier. Hello? Somebody, please, help me! I'm stuck here! But there was only silence. Eventually, I gave up and slumped down, feeling totally defeated. I must have cried myself to sleep, because when I opened my eyes again, all I saw was total darkness. I had no idea how long I'd been stuck down here. It was so cold, and I couldn't see a thing. Somebody, please, help. I looked up and noticed the faint blue glow of the moonlight spilling over the edge. It wasn't much, but somehow it felt comforting. Then suddenly, a girl's head slowly peered over the edge. Hey, could you help me out? Please, I've been trapped down here for hours and... I trailed off when I noticed her cold, crimson eyes glowing with an emotionless stare. Hi?
If you made it down, then the path upward exists as well. Whether you find it is up to you.
Right. Super inspiring. But maybe instead of a life lesson, you could toss down a rope? A ladder, a vine, a thread, or a snakeskin? Seriously, I'll climb anything at this point. Hey, wait! Where are you going? I panicked when her head suddenly disappeared. Come back, please! At least toss down my phone. It fell out of my pocket up there, somewhere. But she didn't respond anymore. Unbelievable. Just my luck to meet a weird and mysterious girl in the middle of the night. Suddenly, her head reappeared, and this time, she was casually holding my phone.
Are you referring to this?
Yes, that's mine! Please, if you're not gonna help me, just toss it down at least and...
If you want it, then climb.
Wait, what? I was at least 20 feet down. I can't. It's too high, and I have the strength of a baby.
Strength begins when you choose to reach for what seems unreachable.
Okay, I'll try. At first, I jumped weakly, but I felt so pathetic, so I hyped myself up and pushed harder, clawing my way up the dirt wall as if my life depended on it. Finally, with one last desperate lunge, I jumped higher than I ever thought possible, scaling the wall like Spider freaking man, and pulled myself over the top. Whoa! I did it? Wait, I actually did it! Somehow, this strange girl made me find strength I didn't even know I had. I stood up and finally faced my mysterious savior, her silver white hair standing out in the dim light. That was intense! Thanks for the motivation. What are you doing here at this hour, by the way? And what's your name? Then she turned to me, and my heart nearly stopped. Holy mother of hell! Up close, she didn't look real. She wasn't just beautiful. She was otherworldly.
This is one of the many reasons I never wished to visit here. But oh well, I suppose I had no choice.
What are you talking about? Where are you from? But she just ignored me and drifted off like a beautiful lantern. Hey, wait! Can you at least tell me your name? We turned a corner, and just like that, she was gone. I searched all over the school, but it was like she vanished into thin air. What if she was actually a ghost? The thought alone almost made me pee in my pants. I just kept thinking about her, even in class the next morning, and Belle must have noticed it.
$1 billion for your thoughts?
Huh? Oh, sorry, just spaced out. Belle had been my best friend since we were kids. We were next door neighbors, survived high school together, and now we were in the same university, taking the same course like it was fate or something.
Come on, buddy, spill it. What's got you daydreaming so hard?
Well, yesterday I went back behind the school to look for my ID, and I met this mysterious girl. I was about to finish my story when the door suddenly burst open, and our professor finally arrived with a girl trailing behind. My jaw then dropped straight to the floor when I saw her familiar face. No freaking way! It was her!
Class, this is Sky, a transfer student. She will be joining us today, so please, make her feel welcome.
As expected, the other boys also lost their minds the second she walked in. They were practically drooling on their desks.
Sky, do you have anything you'd like to say to the class before we start our lecture?
I held my breath as she scanned the room like an emotionless queen.
I have little to say to those I have yet to understand, but I'll observe, and perhaps learn something worth remembering.
We were all dumbfounded by what she said. Believe it or not, but that's the girl I was just telling you about.
I see. She seems interesting.
Well, that was quite a speech, Sky. Thank you. You may take any empty seat you like.
Without a word, she walked straight down the aisle and sat right next to me. Hey, it's me, from last night. You know, the guy in the hole? But she just stared straight ahead, like I didn't even exist. And when the lecture finally started, she was completely locked in, silent, still, eyes focused on the presentation like they were battle strategies or something. Seriously, who is this girl? And where did she even come from? Later that day, I dragged Belle to the announcement board to check out the newest fencing team updates. Just then, a calm, serious voice spoke behind me.
How do I join this battle?
I turned and nearly jumped out of my skin when I realized it was Sky. Man, her ethereal presence gave me goosebumps. Battle? You mean the tryouts?
They're holding practice today, but you'll need to, sign up first, fill out some forms, maybe get a tetanus shot, probably wrestle with a few waivers, and...
Where's the gym?
She cut off Bella with a look that could end conversations in 46 different languages. We then pointed wordlessly down the hall, and she immediately walked away, like a warrior headed for her next conquest.
Wait, girl, you can't just barge in. There's, a system.
We followed her, and by the time we reached the gym, practice had already started. Sky walked in like she belonged there, and one of the senior members stepped forward. Can we help you?
Who leads here?
I guess that'd be me, captain of the team. She approached the rack and picked up one of the practice foils, turning it slowly in her hand.
These weapons, they lack edge, but the balance is decent enough.
Those are regulation practice foils, kind of the point.
Then it will suffice.
You here to try out, or...?
I simply wish to test the limits of your strongest fighters, if you allow it.
There was a moment of awkward silence before the captain spoke again. All right, mysterious transfer girl, let's see what you've got. What the? Sky then turned to the rest of the team like nothing had happened.
Next.
2 more stepped in, then 3, 4, 5, 10. What in the world is happening? Suddenly, the whole gym started to feel colder. She moved like water with a blade, fluid, graceful, but dangerous. She was tripping, dodging, disarming, absolutely destroying everyone in her path. And it was mesmerizing. Every movement purposeful, every dodge calculated. She never raised her voice, never taunted, just moved. Belle and I just stood there, frozen, totally speechless. After beating the final fencer with one clean move.
Well, that was quite insufficient.
And just like that, the entire gym went silent. Since then, some people started getting scared of her, while others just fell harder. Meanwhile, Belle started getting extra suspicious about her.
It's really weird. She just waltzed in and wrecked everyone like she was brushing lint off her shoulder.
I mean, maybe she's just really good?
She is, but there's something off about her vibe. She might be hiding something, and I'm gonna find out what.
Just because she looks like a Barbie doesn't mean she can't be that strong and skillful. She's literally so cool.
You have a crush on her, don't you?
What? No? I mean, she's really, really beautiful and...
Whatever.
It had been a while since she sulked like that, and it was cute.
You better stay away from her from now on, okay? I think she's dangerous.
I just nodded, but deep down, I wasn't scared of Sky at all. I was hooked. After that day, I started noticing her in every club and tournament. Polo, martial arts, taekwondo, even logic and strategy games. Anything competitive, anything that required skill, she joined and won every single time. But she never celebrated, never even smiled. It felt like watching a boss-level character trapped on beginner difficulty. Nothing here seemed to challenge her. One time during a swimming match, she moved through the water like it was part of her. Fluid, swift, unbothered. She was like a mermaid trained by the gods of war. No splash, no struggle, just pure, effortless power. Another time, I saw her watching a freshman student from the martial arts club, a shy girl who always kept to herself and stood in the back. Without a word, Sky walked over, gently adjusted the girl's stance, then stepped back and nodded once. The girl blinked, startled, then smiled like someone had finally seen her. Sky didn't say anything else. She just returned to her corner and resumed her own training. But that one gesture said everything. She wasn't just strong, she inspired strength in others. Who really are you, girl? One day, Belle came up to me and slapped a notebook on the table.
It's time to put on our detective hats. We follow her, subtly.
Define subtly.
These. Midnight Stealth Tint, limited edition. Put them on.
You are not serious.
I've never been more serious in my life, Eli.
And just like that, we became Sky's personal shadows. Day one, Sky walked into the abandoned art wing and never came out. We waited for 53 minutes and found no exits, just a clay sculpture of what I think was a horse or maybe a giant oven. Day two, she went to an aquarium and underwater zoo and had a staring contest with the sea creatures for 2 freaking hours as if they were besties or enemies. Day 3, we caught her standing under a flickering hallway light for a full 5 minutes, unmoving. She was just staring into the corner.
She's talking to the shadows.
She's just probably checking that wall paint.
Or maybe she's possessed? Wait, what if she's a spy?
Oh, a vampire. She's totally a vampire.
Eli, this is serious.
Just then, we both screamed when Sky looked directly at us from 50 feet away, even though we were clearly behind a potted fern. One night, after watching a horror movie that Belle swore wasn't scary when it actually was, we stopped by a convenience store to grab some snacks. The store looked quiet, just us and the bored cashier. Just then, 2 sketchy guys in knockoff tracksuits stepped up to the counter and turned to us.
Well, well, you 4 look loaded. How about a deal?
4? There's only 3 of us here, and... We turned and saw someone I didn't expect to be here. Sky! She was silently reading the back of an ice cream tub like it was ancient prophecy.
We'll take $1 billion, or someone's getting folded!
Dude, we're literally just college students. Do we look like we own 108 yachts and private islands to you?
Honestly, no. But I don't care. Just hand over everything you've got.
He then shoved me straight into a shelf of ramen, and I almost passed out.
Touch him again, and I swear I'll make you cry like a little boy who dropped his ice cream on a poop.
But the jerk just laughed at Belle and grabbed her arm. Before I could even get up to stop him, the light started flickering, and the air suddenly got colder. Sky suddenly stepped in and grabbed the goon's wrist, twisted it with a crack, and yeeted him into a snack shelf so hard he passed out on impact. She then turned to Belle like nothing had happened.
Are you hurt?
I think I'm in love?
She just nodded once, turned, and started walking out. But just as we thought it was over, the other jerk stumbled outside and somehow got into a freaking bulldozer.
I'm taking down this whole store and taking you broken, useless college kids with it!
Belle and I panicked, but Sky just calmly stepped forward and grabbed the front of the bulldozer like it was a freaking shopping cart. Then, without a word, she lifted it, and yeeted the entire machine into a glowing thing that appeared out of thin air. Gone.
just like that. What the? Belle, did you see that? But Belle was already out cold on the floor, straight up passed out from disbelief. I couldn't stop replaying it in my head later that night. Sky was literally out of this world. Like she lifted a bulldozer. Who does that? But what bothered me more was me. I couldn't even stay on my feet long enough to protect Belle. The next day, I saw this tiny scratch on her forehead and my stomach flipped. I was such a loser. All I did was stand there and breathe dramatically. It was sunset when I wandered to the back of the school to get some air, and I was surprised to see Sky just standing there, perfectly still, half in shadow like she was about to disappear through the crack in the earth. Hey, you saved us last night! You were like a superhero! Seriously, why are you even that strong? Belle could have seriously gotten hurt, and I couldn't even help her. I panicked and you showed up like a force of nature, coming like a hurricane. Apparently, she had no plans to speak, so I finally gave up. Anyway, I just wanted to say thanks and sorry for being totally weak and useless. And that was when she finally looked at me.
You carry too much shame for someone who stood up. That is more than most would do.
But it wasn't enough.
Strength isn't always loud or immediate. Sometimes it begins when you decide to stop running.
I didn't know what to say. Her words just echoed in my head.
If you still wish to change, then follow me.
I just found myself following her like a clueless puppy as she led me behind the trees until we stopped at a tall brick wall. Then, with a flick of her wrist, she summoned this glowing thing again. A strange, shimmering light pulsed in the air like it was alive. I must be dreaming right now. What's happening? What is that? She then stepped through it like it was nothing, and without thinking, I followed. Suddenly, I was standing in a massive, dimly lit space. Blades lined with the walls, swords, spears, weapons I couldn't even name.
Let's begin.
Begin what? Are you going to train me or something? But why?
I was only ever meant to speak with my equals. How I ended up in this situation is beyond me. Perhaps I simply missed the feeling of training a disciple again. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
It was the first time I heard her say more than 2 sentences, and my brain was about to explode with questions. So, about all this and everything you just dropped on me, can you explain? Because none of this looks normal, like, at all.
Let's keep this simple. No questions, just training. If that's acceptable to you, we'll begin.
From that moment on, my life did a total 180. In between and after classes, we kicked things off with the basics. She started teaching me combat skills, how to hold a weapon, how to move, how not to slice my own foot off, and I kept failing all of that. But despite being cold, strict, and silent, my master was patient with me. Soon, we moved on to one-on-one fights. She fought me with one hand and still destroyed me every single time, like she was swatting away a fly. One time, I arrived a little earlier than usual. The portal buzzed softly as I stepped through, but something was different. Sky was already there. She was waiting. She was training alone, focused and unshaken. With a sword in hand, she moved through a relentless series of drills. Strike, spin, parry, recover, over and over. Not a single break.
Only 2,972,000 left.
I froze. She wasn't counting victories. She was counting some kind of punishment. I stood there, hidden in the shadows. And for the first time, I realized she wasn't just strong. She was relentless, and that made her unstoppable. When I tried to ask her about it, all she did was give me a cold stare and continued training me. As the days went by, Belle got more and more suspicious of my frequent disappearances, but I kept throwing out excuses. Until one day, she caught me sneaking back to class looking like a total mess.
Okay. You've been disappearing, coming back looking like you lost a duel with a garbage disposal. Talk.
I was jogging?
Try again.
Belle?
Spill it! I saw you with Sky. You're doing something sus with her, aren't you?
You were following me?
Are you kidding? I've got notes, charts, a full Sky timeline.
Okay, fine. I'm training with her.
Training? For what? Is this like fencing? Demon hunting? A secret society initiation?
To become stronger.
Eli, I know you. You're soft. You're gentle. You cry during dog food commercials.
But I'm tired of being weak, of always being the one who needs saving. I couldn't protect you at the store. I saw that scratch on your forehead and, Belle, I hated it. I hated myself. I'm done feeling like a loser.
Yeah, but she's weird. She's powerful and quiet, and we don't know anything about her. I did a background check. Nothing came up. No school records. No socials. It's like she didn't exist until the day she showed up. What if she's from another world? Or a different dimension? What if she's dangerous?
I didn't even know what to say because I myself was wondering too, because Sky never answered my questions.
I just miss my best friend, you know?
I'm still here, but I need to do this. For you. For me. Belle didn't smile, but she nodded.
Okay, fine. Just don't get possessed or anything.
No promises. A few more days of training passed. Bruises, sore legs, and Sky silently judging my every move. But somehow, I got better. Then came the next fencing tryouts. I stood at the edge of the gym floor, foil in hand, heart pounding. The whistle blew, and I finally moved. No tripping, no freezing, just focus, speed, and everything Sky drilled into me. By the final strike, the scoreboard lit up with my name at the top. I passed. I actually passed this time. Finally! The seniors clapped me on the back. Who trained you, man? A ghost? Maybe a goddess. Still not sure. I left the gym feeling like a superhero with only one thought in mind. I needed to tell Sky about this, so I ran straight to the portal. But when I stepped through, she wasn't there. The room was empty. I looked for her everywhere, but there were no traces of her. She hadn't shown up in days, and it was driving me crazy. Then one night, just as I was about to sleep, I suddenly felt that familiar chill in the air. I found myself walking to my balcony, as if something is calling me. Master, where have you been?
I need to go. There are matters I must attend to.
What kind of matter?
There is no point in explaining which you cannot yet understand.
Okay, fine. But before you go, can you at least tell me something about yourself? Or at least, where are you from?
To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
Huh?
No need to fret. These are just my thoughts. Soon, you'll know and understand everything.
But how?
You'll see.
She raised her hand, summoning another portal. And without a word, she stepped through it. And now, she was gone. I suddenly felt so empty, like something had been pulled out and taken with her. No one knew where she went. Not the school, not the staff, not even Belle and her resources. Until one afternoon, she barged into my room like a hurricane.
Eli, you need to see this, like right now!
What is it?
Genshin Impact's newest playable character.
What about it? I hadn't opened the game in almost a year, so I wasn't updated. She shoved her phone into my hands. And the moment I saw the screen, I swear my soul left my body. White silver hair, crimson eyes, a massive sword on her back. Same cold stare, same grace, same everything. What kind of sorcery is this? And then suddenly, it all made sense. Skirk. So that was your real name, huh? Brace yourself, Skirk, because I'm gonna log back in and unlock every answer you never gave me. The next chapter of Genshin Impact is here, and it's bigger than ever. Step into Teyvat, a world where 7 elemental powers surge in this open-world RPG game, playable on mobile, PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. In version 5.7, Skirk, the formidable cryo sword user who commands the cosmos' darkest energies, finally joins the game. She's Child's former mentor and master of abyssal power. Also featured are Shenhe and Dahlia, a new 4-star Hydro support from Mondstadt, Mavwika, the Pyro Archon, and the mysterious Emily. Version 5.7 update will have exciting new quests and brand new permanent combat mode. The Traveler will continue to explore Natlan alongside Dainsleif, looking for the sibling while the abyssal incursion on Natlan unfolds. There will also be a new character story quest focused on Skirk. The Dust of Enlightenment will allow for the re-rolling of the minor affix enhancements on a level 20 artifact, offering a new layer of customization and optimization for your character builds. Check out Genshin Impact now using the link below, and don't forget to redeem your exclusive gift code.
Have you ever woken up from a dream so wild and vivid that it made you question reality? Well, I had one of those. Except mine wasn't a dream. It actually happened. Believe it or not. Hi, I'm Avery, a young billionaire pilot, and this is my story of how I ended up in the creepiest and most mysterious place in the world. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. Let's take it from the top. It all started when my best friend Mila and I were getting ready for some party on one of my private islands. And while I was picking which jet to fly, she was busy ranting about how I just rejected my 8th millionaire suitor on that same day.
I swear you reject men like it's your natural reflex. A-listers, heirs, young CEOs, that prince from somewhere I can't pronounce. Girl, what exactly are you looking for?
I slid my hand along the wing of jet number 3, like it was a Greek god. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking for something more. Someone who can make my heart feel like it's about to jump off a cliff, maybe?
That sounds like an arrhythmia.
Exactly. The world's too big to settle just because someone has a yacht named after me.
Maybe you just haven't met the right one yet. Who knows? It could be hiding in the most unexpected place.
Ew, I like the sound of that. Just then, my head bodyguard stormed in with the other walking muscle towers.
Miss Avery, your father strictly said, no flights without a pilot or protection team.
I've been flying since I was 4. Not to brag or anything, but I've probably spent more hours in the sky than in math class.
With supervision, Miss Avery.
Oh, please. Just this once?
Ma'am, this is serious. You can't
just— We're gonna be late for the party. Sorry, boys. Mila scrambled in after me, gripping her matcha tea like it was holy water.
Are we actually doing this?
Yep. I'm cutting trackers and signals, so don't scream.
Why do I hang out with you again?
Because you love me, and I got you that gold-plated PS5. Mila was only interested in 3 things: parties, video games, and me.
Fair enough.
We were up in the clouds in under a minute. You ever wonder what the edge of the world looks like?
No. Normal people wonder about movie endings, skincare routines, and what their cats are thinking. Well, you wonder about edges and wormholes and flying into unmapped airspace. Be careful what you wish for, Aviator Barbie.
But that's the thing. I liked the unknown. I liked chasing the things that most people were too scared to look at. maybe it was the curious cat in me. The sun was already setting as we neared the island. I practically felt the music blasting from the party below. And honestly, I'd rather keep flying than partying with a bunch of basic guys. How about we go somewhere else?
Where? The edge of the freaking world?
Exactly.
You're joking, right? Tell me you're joking.
Just a few more loops, okay?
Girl, I swear on my last will, you're gonna regret this one day.
Oh, come on. My parents won't be back for 3 days. I have to make the most of it. Do you know how long I've been waiting for this chance?
Ugh, fine. But we better not miss the party, or else.
Don't worry, girl. I got you. I whipped a U-turn midair and just let loose. I was flying. Not just with wings, but with freedom. No rules, no schedules, no rich parents breathing down my neck. It was just me, the sky, and my best girl screaming her lungs out beside me. Just then, I spotted a massive flock of birds charging straight at us, like feathered missiles. And they did not look friendly at all. Uh-oh.
Avery?
Hold on. I tried steering away, but it was too late. When I opened my eyes, I wasn't in my jet anymore. I was lying on the grass, in the middle of nowhere. I sat up and looked around with my heart pounding in my ears. No Mila, no jet, just weird-looking trees, starlit ruins, and some moon statues everywhere. Where am I? If something happened to Mila, I swear to God, I couldn't forgive myself. I reached for my phone, and my stomach instantly dropped when I realized that it wasn't in my pocket. It was probably still inside the jet. If it still existed, I scrambled up and immediately heard the saddest squish under my designer boots. Please don't be poop. Please don't be poop. Yep, probably poop. Great. Love that for me. But no time to emotionally process that right now. I needed to find Mila, or my jet, or a working cell tower, or anyone I could beg for help. I mean, I didn't survive boarding school and etiquette class just to die lost in an unfamiliar place. I took a shaky step forward and glanced up, then froze at the sight of the massive moon. It was hanging so low I felt like I could high-five it. Its bluish-purple light drenched the place, making everything feel strangely off. I tensed up the moment I heard rustling nearby. I spun around and gasped when I saw a deer. And it wasn't just any deer. It was tall, glowing, and elegant. And it was staring right at my soul. It then turned and pranced away into the mist. And of course, being the curious little disaster that I was, I followed it. As I walked, I noticed even more moon statues around, and giant deer sculptures peeking out from behind glowing bushes like they were quietly watching me. What even is this place? For a moment, I actually hoped that I was at the edge of the world. I was terrified and weirdly curious at the same time. Eventually, the deer stopped at some ruins on a low cliff where old stone shrines and ancient relics that my dad would probably be interested in were scattered around. My heart jumped in relief when I spotted someone, a woman, but something was off with her. She was kneeling in front of one of the shrines, arms lifted toward the glowing moon, like she was in the middle of some ritual or something. I was about to call out to her when she suddenly rose, her long, ethereal purple hair spilling over her shoulders and shimmering under the moonlight. Wait, were those elf ears? And what was up with the antlers on her head? It was probably just a fancy headband, right? Or some kind of fashion here? Before I could even say hi, the deer walked up to her. And she smiled and leaned her forehead against its nose, like they'd been besties since birth. Weird, but sweet, like nature therapy.
and I almost didn't want to interrupt. As the deer backed away and trotted down the slope, the woman suddenly spoke.
The forest whispers when someone new arrives.
She then turned to face me and started glowing, and did she seriously just turn into another deer right in front of me? So shapeshifters were indeed real? Okay, either I was dreaming or I hit my head really, really hard. The creature just started galloping down the slope and across the terrain like it was totally normal behavior. Hey, wait! I tried to follow it, but I suddenly froze when I heard a lullaby echoing through the trees. I followed the sound, and just a few feet from where I left the cliff, I stumbled into a flower field, and in the middle of it was another woman, and she was twirling under the moon like she was filming a perfume commercial or something. God, I hope this one's normal this time. I hid behind a tree to take a closer look at her, and wow, she looked hauntingly beautiful. No antlers this time. Just a lacy eye mask and a stunning dress that was giving Dior or Valentino vibes. Not gonna lie, she was mesmerizing, and I just couldn't look away. Just then, she tilted her head toward me and smiled, like she knew I was there all along, even with her eyes closed all this time. Hi, sorry, I didn't mean to crush your, midnight flower ritual thing. Super pretty, by the way. But yeah, so I just literally fell out of the sky and I'm lost and possibly hallucinating. I was just wondering if you have a phone, or you could at least tell me where I am, because I would really love to—
You heard it, didn't you?
Heard what exactly?
The moon's lullaby.
Wait, that wasn't you singing?
I used to be the only one who could hear it.
She paused, and in a split second, she was already right in front of me.
Until you showed up.
My soul instantly left my body. Like, how did she even— There was no walking involved. The moment I blinked again, she was gone. Before I could even process what the heck just happened, creepy, shadowy, reddish figure suddenly stepped out from the dark and lunged at me. Screaming, I started running for dear life. At this point, I was sure I had to be dreaming, because if I wasn't, then what in the world were those things? When I finally lost them, I crashed into a mossy statue and ducked behind it. Through the fog, I saw moon statues, more relics, and gravestones. Blood drained from my face when I realized that I was in a freaking graveyard. Just when I thought this place couldn't get any creepier. Moments later, I saw something bluish-purple flicker ahead. As it got closer, I realized that it was a guy walking through the dark mist with a lantern. He had a long black overcoat, gloves, and boots, and his lantern pulsed with a cold, steady glow that somehow made the darkness lean back. Excuse me, sir? Fog guy? I'm super lost, and I really need some help. But he didn't respond. He just kept walking like he'd stepped out of the underworld. Hello? When he got close, my heart felt like it was about to jump off a cliff. He had pale skin, a jawline sharper than my sanity, and eyes that looked like he hadn't slept for centuries. And yet somehow, he still managed to look hot. Dangerously hot. Am I dead and you're the Grim Reaper assigned to escort me to the afterlife? I then held my breath when he suddenly leaned in closer, pushing the lantern near my face.
I wish.
Then, a vampire? I hugged my jacket tighter and shielded my neck, just in case.
Unfortunately, no. But your neck does look tempting.
My soul screamed at his deep voice. When he finally backed off, I gasped like I'd just survived a staring contest with Lucifer himself. So, you're a normal person? Sorry. I was, gosh. Wait, I think I have something stuck in my throat. His attractive face has got me malfunctioning so bad. Probably either a shark's bone or a lobster's claw. So, Okay, here's my story. I was flying my jet, crash landed here, then found myself running away from some creepy moon cult with chanting and possibly floating people. I need to get out of here, and I assume that you can help me with that? But he just stared at me, but not with annoyance, not even with concern, more like calculation, like he was trying to decide if I was a threat, a liability, or maybe his next victim. So, you're a local here? Still nothing. No answer, no emotion, just aura farming. He turned around and started walking without any words, and I just found myself following him like a dumb little duckling. I spotted a tall silhouette, barely visible through the fog, a towering lighthouse on a hill, and it looked like he was heading straight for it. So, are you heading towards that lighthouse? Can I come with you? I guess not. So, what's this place called? Because it's seriously giving Haunted Island vibes. I kept tossing questions his way, but it basically felt like I was interviewing the air. So, we're somewhere in the US? Do you guys have an airport here? A helipad? I'm just wondering if I could, buy an aircraft so I could fly my way out of here. Can I borrow your phone for like 5.5 seconds? I'm 97% sure my bodyguards and assistants are freaking out right now. I need them to help me locate my friend and pick me up ASAP. Any chance there's a boba tea place nearby? And a spa? Gosh, my feet are killing me. He totally screamed danger, but I was desperate at this point. You own this place, don't you? Finally, he acknowledged my presence again.
I guard the borders of this dying land from outsiders like you.
Outsiders like me? Do I look like a serial killer to you? He scanned me from head to toe and scoffed like I was the worst thing he'd seen all day. Excuse me?
More like a lost soul stumbling through things she cannot comprehend.
Ouch. That sounded poetic and insulting.
That was the intention.
Could you at least tell me your name?
Names are a luxury.
Oh my god. That's exactly what someone named Vladimir would say.
Call me whatever helps you sleep at night.
Okay, sir, whatever helps you sleep at night. Bit long for a name, though. Maybe I'll just call you... He shot me a death glare, and I should have been scared, but I blushed instead. What in the world is happening to me?
Keep talking and I'll make you sleep. Permanently.
Did he just casually threaten my life? Okay, chill. Zipping it. Mouth sealed. Muted. He glanced back at me again, and this time, he was looking past me, over my shoulder, like something horrifying was creeping up behind me. What's going on? I slowly turned and gasped at the sight of those shadow creeps slipping out of the mist. They were the same entities who had chased me earlier. But before they could get close, Graveyard Hottie suddenly stepped in front of me and raised his lantern like it was a sword.
You're looking for the wrong person. Now, be gone.
His lantern suddenly lit up, and a cold light cut through the fog, making the creeps scream and disappear like smoke. Did he just save my life? I was still in shock when he leaned in closer again and whispered something to me.
If you want to stay alive, then stay out of the dark. Got it?
Got it. Before I could even ask him about the context, he suddenly stepped into the fog and disappeared. Wait! Hey! Where are you going? I ran and searched for him everywhere, but now he was gone. Ugh, I didn't even get his name. Will I ever see that Graveyard Hottie again? After a brief mental breakdown, I decided to keep going and wandered until I reached the edge of the woods, where there was a quiet stretch of water and a tiny old rowboat tied to a post. Oh my god! Is this finally my getaway ride? I climbed in and instantly regretted it, because when I tried rowing, it went sideways, then backwards, then I nearly flipped over. My muscles were not built for this. Why didn't I take boating lessons again? Eventually, the boat bumped against another shore, and I almost kissed the ground out of relief. Before I could even explore the place and find some help, a group of terrifying creatures suddenly appeared out of nowhere and started cornering me. Okay, at this point, I was 200% sure I was dreaming. I closed my eyes, held my breath, and braced myself. Maybe after this, I'd finally wake up from this nightmare. I woke up to the smell of bleach and metal. The lights above flickered, and something dripped nearby. I tried moving, only to realize that I was strapped to a surgical bed in a hospital gown. Okay, so apparently those creatures actually hospital napped me. Just as I was hoping for the graveyard hottie to come and save me, the door suddenly hissed open, and a creepy surgeon walked in. He had slicked back blue hair and a creepy mask that covered half of his face. Oh, and he was holding a freaking drill. Totally normal.
Awake at last.
Who the heck are you? And why am I dressed like I'm about to get dissected?
Curiosity demands sacrifice, and you should feel honored.
Whatever you say, freak show. Touch me, and I swear my lawyers will erase your entire bloodline. From society. Legally, of course.
You're still young, but already quite stubborn.
He reached for a metal tray filled with shiny tools and syringes.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. You have nothing to worry about. Under my care, you'll receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise your recovery.
What does that even mean? I'm not sick or broken or whatever.
Ah, but that's where you're wrong. You're in my sanctuary now. A facility for correcting flaws, for perfecting minds, for studying consciousness.
He picked up a syringe, and the second that needle glinted under the light, my soul left the building.
I assure you, you'll be my next successful experiment.
Let me go, you psycho!
Let's play around with your brain. Just a little. You'll be amazed at what's hiding inside.
Just as he reached for me, the double doors suddenly slammed open, and a young boy wearing a traditional-looking hat and outfit wheeled in a huge oxygen tank.
Apologies, Doctor. I heard you needed more air.
You!
Without any warning, the tank suddenly exploded, filling the room with smoke and gas. Through the haze, the boy unstrapped him fast.
They're closing in. If you want to live, take the window. Jump.
Oh, wait, what? Who are you, and why are you helping me?
Someone who used to be his experiment and survived.
Okay. But what about you?
Just go. I've got some unfinished business to take care of here.
You think running away will save her? She belongs to us now.
The door suddenly burst open, and those same creatures who kidnapped me poured in and charged straight at me with terrifying speed. Without thinking, I sprinted to the window, launched myself out, and crash-landed onto a moving garbage truck. As it rumbled through the darkness, I looked up, expecting sunlight, freedom, something. But to my surprise, the moon was still there, just smaller and duller now. Eventually, the truck stopped and ejected me like trash. I rolled into a scrapyard, surrounded by metal heaps and broken machines behind a shady lab facility. I started looking for something that could help me get out of here. And while digging through the scrapyard, I finally spotted something. A busted-up electric scooter. Just as I was about to hop on, someone blocked my path. A young girl who looked like an evil porcelain doll.
Where do you think you're going?
Home? Is there any problem with that?
I do have a problem with that.
Great. Another freak.
I see it in your eyes. You're scared and thrilled at the same time.
How did she know that?
You're running on unstable emotions, easily corruptible. But don't worry, I'm here to optimize you.
Baby girl, what exactly are you gonna do to me? You look like you're just waiting for your mommy to come pick you up.
That's cute. But you see, I don't handle trash myself.
She pressed something on her tablet, and behind her, a massive silhouette rose from the shadows, with glowing eyes and whirring joints. Is that a freaking robot?
My little friend here removes errors, and you, unfortunately, qualify.
Just as the robot lunged at me, I yeeted the scooter straight at it, but it only bounced off like a sad little paper plate. Right as it raised its claw to squash me like a poor little bug, a long and massive beam bar suddenly crushed its arm with a sickening crunch. I looked up and instantly forgot how to breathe. A blonde guy with a face card so powerful it could make women across the globe bark, and a jawline sharp enough to bankrupt the diamond industry. Oh, my modern knight in shining armor. Who is this guy?
You alright? Hang in there. Let me just finish this real quick.
I opened my mouth, but nothing came out. My brain was buffering harder than hotel Wi-Fi. By the time I blinked, the creepy porcelain doll girl and her deathbot had vanished.
Well, gotta give them credit. Fast feet.
Just when I thought the coast was clear, those terrifying creatures suddenly emerged from the alleys. Ugh, can't these weirdos just leave me alone?
I don't think they're here to have a friendly little chat. Let's move.
Before I could even react, he scooped me up like a duffel bag and bolted into the fog. I was screaming my lungs out as they reached for us. But this guy had insane speed and reflexes. And somehow, while he was carrying me like I weighed nothing, he still managed to beat up some of them with his precious beam bar. When we finally outran them, I was this close to puking all over his boots.
Alright, we're clear. You okay?
That was actually such an insane experience. Thanks for saving my life.
Not a problem. I came here for you.
You came for me?
Well, my duty is to save and protect everyone in need.
Of course. Sorry for all the screaming earlier. The blood was pooling in my brain and I saw my life flash in 4K.
Fair enough. Let's get you home.
That's when I noticed we were at a port, in front of a ship. Wait, is this your ship? Am I finally going home?
That's right. Come on.
We boarded, but I couldn't shake the paranoia crawling in my chest. This guy was just too perfect, like he was sent here just to save me. But why? What's in it for him? Listen, I've had a rough week with different entities. So, just to be sure, are you here to actually save me, or, I don't know, harvest my organs or something?
I already did the first part, didn't I?
Right. As we finally boarded his ship, I realized that I needed a full spa day. I asked him if he had a bathroom and spare clothes because if I didn't get out of this gross hospital gown, take a bath, and brush my teeth ASAP, I swore I was gonna lose my mind. Thankfully, he had some spare clothes, but it was a giant black shirt that swallowed me whole. When I stepped out onto the deck, I walked in on him, bulking up, and oh my holy juicy protein powder. Look at those muscles and veins.
Wow, my shirt's way too big on you. But hey, better than nothing, right?
Yeah. But I like it. It's cozy. So, are you from here?
Nope. I came here to reclaim something that was taken from me. From us. And protect what's left.
Ooh, interesting. He then told me his name, Victor, a high-ranking military commander, apparently leading some kind of expedition through this weird, fog-infested region, hopping from island to island, chasing ruins, lost history, and something personal he wouldn't talk about.
I met a local in town. Her name is Nell, and she told me that this is a lawless region and off the grid, so it can be pretty chaotic. But that's all she shared.
That actually made some sense. But my curiosity was already screaming 100 more questions. Victor and I continued to bond. He was actually warm and laid back, and the way he kept checking on me, making sure I was okay, was doing something to me. But of course, just when things were finally looking up, the ship suddenly had engine issues, so we had to dock again in the nearest land.
We'll rest here for a while and ask around. Nell told me that the locals here are pretty sneaky and love ripping off passing tourists. So we just need to be a little careful.
We met up with Nell in a diner, who surprisingly looked like a supermodel with a tattoo on her right eye.
I heard you've had quite a trip. Eat up. You look like you haven't eaten in days.
Oh, you bet. Back home, my dinner usually comes plated like edible museum exhibits. But this will do, I guess.
So, where exactly is back home?
I told her about my background and how I ended up here, and she looked extra intrigued.
So you're not exactly the average tourist profile. People usually come here on ferries, not personal aircrafts.
Oh, speaking of aircrafts, do you know anywhere I can borrow one? Preferably a jet or a helicopter.
We can try the craft shop. Might have something experimental.
Craft shop? Like gadgets, machines and stuff?
Everything, babe. Just name it.
We finally arrived at the craft shop, and it was full of bizarre inventions and food weapons. And apparently, it was being run by equally bizarre young girls.
Build a jet in a day? Please, I could do it in my sleep with one hand.
Honestly, it sounded ridiculous. But at this point, the only thing that felt impossible was me getting back home. As the girls geeked out over engines and blueprint jargon, I glanced out the window and saw Victor and Nell talking, and they looked sus. Planning to eavesdrop on their little conversation, I stepped outside, only to crash into someone achingly familiar. Tall, brooding, and unfairly attractive. Mr. Graveyard Hottie. God, I missed him.
You're not safe here. They know who you are now. All of them. We need to leave.
What? What do you mean? And who's they? Suddenly, Victor stepped in.
She stays with me. That's not your call. Oh, I think it is. Because I'm responsible for her now.
Two of the hottest men alive fighting over me in the middle of a creepy fog-covered mystery land? Now it felt like a Wattpad fever dream. And Mila would be frothing at the mouth when she hears about this.
You need to come with me. You need muscle. Not some emo lantern guy, Avery. I've led troops through war zones, while he's guarding trees and graveyards. You do the math.
Honestly, it was impossible to choose. So I suggested playing rock, paper, scissors. And to my shock, they actually went for it. But it turned into an endless, awkward loop of ties. I considered flipping a coin, until we realized none of us even had one. I'd gladly come with both of you anyway, so... Did I just say that out loud? Before they could react, a red flash in the alley snagged my attention. A glamorous woman with sleek glasses, a stylish hat, and a banner stood there like a fashion model turned CEO. She pressed a finger to her lips and raised the banner. If you want real answers, follow me. She winked at me, then vanished into the shadows. Okay, definitely not suspicious at all. But my feet had a mind of their own. So I ditched the boys and followed her straight into a cafe and... Holy stepmother of boba tea! I wasn't expecting this to exist here. I immediately barged in, only to find that it was completely empty, except for that woman. She was sitting there, like a seductive riddle, with endless legs, casually sipping her drink like this was a date.
It's self-service.
Oh, love that. Real classy. Now, about those answers.
Why don't you throw a question first? Just a little suggestion.
Okay, fair. So, where the heck am I?
Spill the boba tea?
I mean, where? Like, exact location, GPS? How do I escape? She sipped her tea louder and even more dramatically.
They surely have the best boba tea around here. It tastes so divine. And sweet. And creamy. It's probably laced with... something drippy. Like a special honey made from paradise and...
Look, I'm here because you promised me answers, not some boba tea review. As if testing my last nerve, she started taking selfies with her tea. Serious question, are you trying to help me or mess with me?
Apologies. Can't a woman have a little fun? Anyway, before we get serious...
She took her drink and strolled toward me like she had all the time in the universe. I then held my breath as she leaned in, way too close. Seriously, what was up with this whole town or whatever? Why was it full of insanely attractive men and women, aside from those freaks and psychos, of course?
Try this one first.
I took a sip and realized that she wasn't lying about her boba tea review.
I knew you'd like it. Anyway, have you considered being a pop idol? With that face card and body tea, I can make you global.
Are you recruiting me or giving me answers?
Both? Anyway, I've heard your family owns quite a few islands. Think I could have, say, 3? Strictly for my child's private playground.
Wait, she has a kid? And how does she know that? Miss whoever you are, I'm this close to losing it. I just want my jet, my best friend, and a 14-hour spa day, and to go back to a life where my biggest problem was choosing which designer sunglasses to wear. I got up, ready to leave, when the doors and windows suddenly slammed shut, trapping us in.
It's them.
Which one? There's a lot of lunatics in this place.
You're probably confused. Being in a place that promises new secrets and answers long buried in time. And where people from different places come chasing power, riches, and control. Everyone wants a piece of you. Some to protect you and use you at the same time. Some to own you. Some to experiment on you. And others to erase you.
What? Even the ones who saved me? The ones I kinda trusted?
Tragic, isn't it?
Then how do I know you're not one of them? She just sipped her tea again and shrugged.
That's your call, sweetheart.
What is this all about anyway? And what exactly do they want from me?
Your arrival just made things even messier. You're carrying something none of them planned for.
You just made me even more confused. What even are you? Spy, cult leader, crazy vlogger, rogue journalist, boba witch?
Oh, darling. I just like knowing how the story ends.
Then I want a jet so I can go home safely with my best friend. That's how my story ends.
Well then, your answers await, as promised. It's right beneath us.
She then tapped her heel on the floorboards. Wait, was she serious?
Quickly now, they're coming. And they're not here for the boba tea.
Just then, the whole cafe started to shake. And that was my cue. I flung the hatch open, climbed down, and found myself in some kind of underground cave. I was completely lost until I spotted a jet up ahead. Finally! Sweet, glorious escape. I took off running, only to stop dead in my tracks when I realized that it was just a toy. A stupid little model jet on a stand. And then I heard the echoes of that woman's laughter from above. I knew she was sus. She freaking tricked me, crazy witch. Suddenly, a beam of moonlight burst through a crack in the cave ceiling and hit me square on. I suddenly felt weird. What's happening? Just then, everyone started showing up from every direction, completely messing with my head.
The prophecy lied. It wasn't supposed to be you.
I was chosen to be the new moon, and not you. I am the true vessel, and that light belongs to me.
You are the perfect subject. I must know what you truly are.
Utterly risible.
You carry the moonlight, and with it, you can save what's left of us. Come with me, Avery.
This region's balance depends on you. Let me protect you before they twist what you are.
Just shut up, all of you! And don't come any closer! Just then, I heard another woman whispering in my head. You don't owe them anything. Just keep shining, Avery. And just like that, I snapped back. I spotted a tunnel tucked into a corner and sprinted like my life depended on it. Because it did. When I finally burst out the other side, an actual jet was there. And Mila was inside.
Girl, let's go! Hurry up! We're running out of time!
Miracles do freaking happen, folks! I jumped in, slammed the hatch, and fired up the engine. That's when they showed up. Faces I'd never forget, charging toward me. But they were too late. I had already launched into the night sky. No one owns me. I'm done being told what to do. I'm my own person, not your freaking vessel or whatever. So guess what? Bye, freaks. Freedom, at last. I jolted awake to the sound of beeping machines and blinding hospital lights. Sweetheart? Oh my god, honey? She's finally awake.
There you are. You better have a good excuse for scaring us like that, young lady.
While I was still processing the emotional mess of seeing my parents again, someone else walked in. Mila. Her arm was in a cast, her eyes were glassy, but she was smiling, and I felt super relieved.
Welcome back, Aviator Barbie.
That's when it hit me. It was all indeed a dream, and I finally woke up. So apparently, I survived the crash, but fell into a coma for 3 months. And after the crash, Mila got us help, even with a busted arm, and screamed until rescue found us. Later, when it was just the two of us, I finally spoke. I'm sorry, Mila.
What for?
You were right. I was too curious, too reckless, and it got us here.
But we're alive, aren't we?
Yeah, and I had the weirdest dream ever.
Oh? Spill it.
And I did. Every juicy, terrifying, ridiculous, romantic detail.
Wait a minute. Your dream sounds familiar.
You say that like you've had the same one.
No, dummy. Remember the game I've been playing lately?
You play a lot of video games.
Genshin Impact? We literally watched the trailer of the new update the night before the accident. The place in your dream, it sounds like Nod Cry, the newest region in their world.
She opened her phone and played the trailer again, and my jaw dropped. The dark mist, the lighthouse, the glowing moon, the town, everything. My whole dream was literally there. But more than that, so were they. Just in their video game versions and aesthetics. Dive into the immersive world of Genshin Impact, the open-world action RPG where you explore, battle, and uncover the secrets of Tevat across PC, mobile, and console, all seamlessly connected. On September 10th, version Luna 1 arrives with a massive update, the mysterious new region Nod Cry, and the most important story chapter yet, revealing long-awaited truths about the heavenly principles, Fatui, and Aether and Lumen. To celebrate Genshin's 5th anniversary, enjoy a free 5-star character, exciting challenges and minigames, tons of free pulls, and more. The Wish banners feature Lauma and Nahida, followed by Flynn's, Yolan, and newcomer Aino. Ready to explore, battle, and uncover the truth? Click the download link now and use your exclusive gift code to get a head start into that. I stared at the screen, amazed and traumatized at the same time. Was it really just a dream? Or something more? Either way. Okay, that's it. Give me the freaking game. I need to try it. I need to meet them again.
Welcome to the fandom, girl.
And just like that, I was ready to dive back into all those wild adventures. And even get closer to my favorite characters. You know who they are.